Alright guys, just got my car situated outside. We're at Frag Con. They're going to be holding a bunch of retro gaming challenges. A couple vendors going to be selling stuff. I have some of my art that I brought, and it's going to be a good time. So let's go inside and see what's going on.
Russ, what you doing? Russ, what you doing? Russ, what you doing? Let's find out.
So FRAG stands for Federation of Retro and Arcade Gamers. It's a fantastic organization that puts on great events. They invited me out to the event and I was setting up my Mario Kart outside to draw attention and a place for people to snap some photos. I was also able to set up a booth and sell a few pieces of my artwork and some leftover gaming items that I no longer needed in my collection. And after being there for only about an hour, I did sell my first painting with Mario and Yoshi on a farm. It was really cool and I was happy to get it to someone. There were a couple other vendors there, as well as Video Game Castle, who was set up next to me, that had lots of new and retro games. There's also a vendor there that had lots of board games. If you were into board games, they had really cool ones, and dice playing games, stuff like that. I'm not really into that, more just into video games, but it was cool that they had the variety there. There's also a artist table with some prints that you can get of different video game characters that he drew, and he had set up right at his booth a TV with a system setup that you can play Smash Brothers with. And I believe if you won or beat them, you got a discount at the booth. Now this was Frag Con, and that meant tournaments, and there was quite a few that you could enter in. There was the Retro Gamers Challenge, which consisted of different retro games that you would play in sequence, completing a certain task in each game. Other than that, there was Mario Kart Grand Prix, Smash Brothers Melee, Halo 3, Power Stone, Tekken 3, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Now you could sign up for whatever tournament you wanted to enter, and there was prize packs on the line. Not only did the winners receive really cool trophies significant to the event, but there was cool prize packages. There was one where you got a Retron 2 system with a copy of Super Mario Bros. And Tetris. And there was an awesome Mario pack that you could win that had a Mario plush, a Mario watch, and there was even the Mario Pixel Pal for Mario 3, which I happen to have right here. So cool. And you can also win a Sega Genesis with a Blu-ray copy of the Mortal Kombat movies. Pretty cool.
Get over here!
Now this was in a smaller venue at a VFW style hall, but it still had a great atmosphere and fantastic food. I headed over to grab myself some barbecue. I got some brisket and it did not disappoint.
I'm a vlogger too.
All right. Yeah, great to be here. Come say hi. Russ Lyman's my YouTube, and that's it. Let's have some fun with the games. Well, the show was running all day, and later on, my friend swung by with his custom car, Autobot Rev. So we had to repark our cars and get some sweet photos. Now he brings his car out to different events, charity events, and he has a Make-A-Wish Foundation that people can donate to. It's really a great cause. And make sure to like the Facebook page. He has all information on the build of the car and the next events he will be at. So definitely check it out. Well, as the show progressed, Halo 3 tournament came up and there was a big crowd of people watching everyone. Now, I myself never played Halo 3, but it looked pretty intense. It's a fun shooter game on the original Xbox, and of course, the stakes were high. Who is going to take home the title? And once that finished up, it was time for Smash Brothers Melee. Some of the matches were quick and others were drawn out, making it intense. Who was gonna bring home the gold? Well, it was definitely a long and fun day at Frag Con. If you guys want to check them out, they're gonna be at Retro World Expo this year. So there's plenty of time to practice with all the titles that they'll have for tournaments and see if you can take home the gold. Once again, I want to thank the staff and crew of Frag for inviting me out. I had a super great time and can't wait to see you guys again. There'll be links in the description down below with everything that I mentioned. And as always, gamers, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit. I'll see you next video. And I want to give a super shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Dan Buchanan, Joey Ellis, George Sandoval, Joseph Riviera, Nintendo, Joe Stevie, David Apuzzo, Maynard, Brian Culpepper, TechWizX, Matthew Hannigan, One Up John, and everyone on my Patreon page. Link below if you want to join. And I'll see you later.